Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to Mozzie Round. Welcome back to the World Series 2022. It is the second to last time you will hear me say that because we've only got, beyond this third place match today, we've only got, I say only as if only, the World Series Grand Finals taking place on the 16th of December, this Friday at 19 GMT. Be there or be square. It should be absolutely epic. But like I said, second to last time means we're here with the third place, which actually has taken a hell of a long time for the players to arrange. I think due to their busy schedules. I think ViViD's had exams. Obviously, his time zone is vastly different to Fargo. Fargo works like 4 days on and 4 days off, something like that. Working nights, night shifts and stuff like that. So it's been very, very difficult. So that's the reason for the delay. Down in the south of Oil Rampage, we have got the China Infantry for the blue player. That is Fargo. And facing him today, we have ViViD with the green USA Air Force, actually. So you're favoring the USA Air Force here if it goes late. But we've got Fargo going for an aggressive strat here in the middle. Looks like an assault troop crawler and tank hunter push. So ViViD straight away going to be under some pressure. He's probably going to get mass fire bases and flashbangs. And if it gets to that point, snipers come out from there and stuff, and it becomes very, very difficult for the Air Force. I saw Fargo's comment as well, saying that he'd practiced or warmed up against Shea, and apparently the warm-up was 14-0 to Fargo. I have a feeling that might not be entirely true, but that's what Fargo said. But you can't take everything that Fargo says with 100% certainty. He is coming in with this assault troop crawler there. ViViD is putting pressure on the economy of Fargo here. Fargo's going to chase that with his next unit, which is an outpost. I like the fact that Fargo has actually chased that V with his second unit and actually proceeded with his rush, which is the assault troop crawler, because this is the thing that needs to get in and cause the damage. Assault troop crawler gets popped open. There's only one tank hunter inside of it. Looks like that V will go down. No doubt there will have been lag in these games, just due to the natural distance between the players, UK to Malaysia. Fargo is up in the top left of the bunker there as well. The V finally goes down, but has already caused a bit of damage, and actually that supply might go down. I think it's worthwhile Fargo just headbutting that and engaging it with an outpost, but he is causing ViViD some problems here. Yeah, when there's lag like this is exactly what I mean. You're not able to micro the Vs. It's a completely different game when there's lag, honestly. You're not able to micro the Vs, and otherwise then minigunners will be able to be picked off by the Vs with relative ease. But when the Vs just run straight into him, the minigunners are therefore going to win. And so far, so good for Fargo. He is putting on the pressure a hell of a lot. I think a lot of people will pick ViViD to win this. I think there was a poll, and I think 75% of people picked ViViD to win. But so far, he's actually looking under a lot of pressure. Disappointed that Fargo didn't engage that bunker, because he's lost his supply for that. ViViD's still collecting money because he's still got a lot of oils, 5 oils in total. But with Fargo losing that second supply, he's only got 1 supply now, like 3 trucks. So he is kind of all in, but ViViD just needs to hold. Because of them 5 oils, does that outweigh 1 supply? Probably does. ViViD loses another V though. Bit of a scrappy opening here. I feel like I'm not really sure entirely what Fargo is doing at the moment. But I definitely think a big negative there for Fargo is not engaging that bunker until it was already too late. Does ViViD realize how desperate the money situation is for Fargo, though, just on 1 supply? Because I think both players is it seconds away from being defeated. ViViD builds another Chinook, but maybe at the wrong time. ViViD is losing 1 of his oils up in the top left. But he could get hunted, you know. That's ViViD's last dozer, probably. Fargo's going to let it finish anyway. Yeah, ViViD's hunted, so ViViD really still just needs to hold because Fargo's economy is just on 1 supply with 3 trucks. Dozer finally goes down. There's a lot of flashbangs out. Fargo coming back in with assault troop crawler, but is that run into its death or not? Very, very scrappy opening first game here. ViViD is losing all of his infantry, though, and now loses almost the V. ViViD just needs to hold. He's actually very close to level 3. He's still getting money. Fargo's killed 1 oil. Fargo could be hitting that as well with whatever is inside of there. Whatever it is, it can be hitting that oil very slowly. This is insane, man. This is really insane. But the outpost keeps streaming across the map. ViViD is collecting again on 1 Chinook. Another MD is brought out. Fargo's now pressing in with a dozer, 2 minigunners, and a tank hunter. TNT planted there on ViViD's V. This is just an insanely scrappy opening first game. That V is actually going to run into the dozer and block it and kill it with the TNT that Fargo planted. ViViD microing his V's back. Another wave of infantry is here for Fargo. The V's are taking damage. 1 V very, very low to going down. Is ViViD going to lose his minigun? Sorry, lose his rangers here. I think ViViD's holding. I think ViViD's doing it. I think he is holding. Fargo's expanded to another supply over on the left-hand side. But I honestly think Fargo would have won this already if he'd have saved that supply. Like, what even is that outpost doing, Fargo?
Unit lost.
Fargo's been so close to winning. But, like, the handling of that bunker and bringing that outpost has probably cost him the game. Fargo's still giving it a go. More and more infantry being produced by ViViD. Fargo's not interested in hitting the buildings. He's still currently trying to hit the infantry units. Which mainly the rangers. But I think ViViD is now holding too much. I think he can bring a Chinook here as well, which he already is doing. Use the point defense lasers, and Fargo, you know that was a rage quit. You 100% know that was a rage quit. Yeah. Fargo should have won that. You'll probably be saying lucky, should have been 1-0. And yeah, it is 1-0, but to the wrong player. That is ViViD. But it's all because of Fargo's own fault. He should have handled that bunker on the left side. He shouldn't have lost that second supply, and then he could have even expanded to a third, maybe in his own base, or to that second supply up in the top left a lot quicker. And that outpost should have also been reinforced. And I guarantee you, if he'd have killed that bunker with those infantry units, didn't let his supply die, and then brought that outpost to reinforce, he would have won that game 100%. But yeah, he didn't, so he lost. GG. Well played, 1-0 there for ViViD. Okay, jumping into the next game. We now got ViViD as the infantry down in the bottom left with the green color. Up in the top right, we have the blue player, which is Air Force. This is Fargo. So yeah, will that make Fargo a bit angry? That first game is quite a volatile character. Could make him a bit angry. A bit of indecision here about the supply and the barracks. Shouldn't make too much of a difference though, I don't think. As long as both of those are always busy and you've built up power first, generally it doesn't matter so much, I don't think. Unless you're going for a specific build where you need a specific unit out like pretty quick. We've got a ViViD going for a double barracks in his main base, and he is pressing forward with this dozer over on the left. It could be an assault troop crawler. I'm guessing that Fargo knows the dozer went in that direction. He did see the tire tracks. The ViViD going with a third barracks up on the hill. Fargo makes his first V, second supply going up for ViViD. V straight down the middle for Fargo. Is he going to intercept this? Looks like he is. But there's 2 tank hunters there already for ViViD, so Fargo does need to be careful with that. Let's go a little bit too close. Very, very lucky, in my opinion, to not have a TNT planted on that V. But I actually think that's kind of good by Fargo, because he's intercepted all of this and closed it all down. There is a minigunner produced, though. But Fargo's on top of that as well, and Fargo actually grabs himself a barracks. ViViD weirdly letting Fargo capture his own barracks. Very, very strange. Behind this, ViViD has made a war factory. He's still got his double barracks spam. He's getting all of his oils. But that's quite well handled here. Just a little bit risky, the fact that he ran over that tank hunter. Could have well had a bomb planted on his V. Airfield now being deployed by Fargo, as well as the strategy center. And the game will stabilize and probably become a little bit more bunkery. Now both players get a massive cash boost. Fire bases and King Raptors could be very good. For Fargo, I think, just pop open the vehicles and then let the fire bases and flashbangs do the rest. Fargo's actually making his own minigunners and tank hunters here. He's trying to hit this oil of ViViD. But ViViD's moving in with his own assault troop crawler. He's got the Vet 2 minigunners as well, so in a minigunner battle, ViViD will still win anyway. Fargo does pop open the assault troop crawler. 3 Vs now pressing forward for Fargo down the middle. The barracks that Fargo captured is now dead. Search and destroy is now deployed. No fire bases yet for Fargo. Fargo's coming in with the King Raptor. It's an outpost, but it wasn't full anyway, I don't think. Fargo loses 1 oil on the left side. So a big infantry blob. King Raptor comes in from the back. Will that one-shot that? No. Well, it did one-shot it, but it didn't kill all the infantry inside. That's what I meant. Sometimes you will get a King Raptor that one-shots every guy inside as well. I think it usually has to hit it from like a 35-degree angle or something like that in order for it to die. I mean, all the minigunners inside of it as well. It's very, very weird how that happens. Okay, Fargo now building another war factory. Wanting to go more heavy on the V-spam. Still no fire bases. Actually, first fire base is going up on the right side. Fargo is taking a lot of damage over on the left. I think it's looking quite favorable so far for ViViD. He's ahead in XP. He's got this big blob of infantry over on the left, and Fargo's losing Vs. Yeah, another V there for Fargo dies. Another oil of Fargo dies over on the right side. Fargo does have one of ViViD's oils. Fargo loses another oil. So 3 dead on Fargo's side of the map. ViViD continually bombarding with the MiGs, assault troop crawler in the main base. And Fargo's losing a lot of Chinooks. This could be it for Fargo, actually. Losing 3 Chinooks at that stage in the game, plus the MiGs are coming in, killing your Vs. Kind of a bad situation here for Fargo. Fargo is still on one of the oils on ViViD's side of the map. Fargo's getting his base captured now by the minigunners of ViViD. Another assault troop crawler in the base. King Raptor's flying around on the left side. I think it's probably worth popping that open. Does kill all the guys inside of it now. Maybe that's what you need to guarantee kill it. ViViD's actually got a supply. And a carpet bomb comes in. Going to kill the strat. Going to kill a barracks and the power. And the supply that ViViD got for himself has been sold. So yeah, lots of devastation on Fargo's side of the map so far. Artillery now coming in. Is that the last dozer of Fargo? I think it is. King Raptors come in, but don't achieve a hell of a lot. MiG's coming in as well, trying to pick off some of the Vs. Does pick off 1 V. Minigunners continue to press forward, picking off the V's here. Flamer down the middle. There is MDs dotted around, so should get laser locked. Another V presses too close to this big infantry blob and goes down. Fargo losing Chinooks on the left. ViViD's way ahead than XP. King Raptors come in and pop open these outposts and assault troop crawler. Fargo's still losing Vs though. Fargo's still on +1 oil though. He's lost 3 but also gained 1 and taken away 1 from ViViD. I don't think ViViD knows about that because all of the damage that you're doing is basically being paid for by an oil that you've given to Fargo. So yeah, sometimes ViViD not checking on his tech buildings. We saw that twice before, or maybe even 3 times before from ViViD on this map where he's not captured his refinery. Spectre gunship now for Fargo coming in down at the bottom right. It's going to go for the oil, but sometimes it does clip the... Oh, actually, missed target there from Fargo. He accidentally shot over here. I don't know if it's going to kill the oil now. That's terrible. That is terrible. Bad miss target in there by Fargo. He went for the oil, but then he retargeted over here by mistake, misclick, and then click back over here. Carpet bomb comes in, wipes out a load of Vs. Fargo now has to come in with the King Raptor to finish off this oil. Still quite an efficient way to deal with it. He probably will lose a King Raptor for it, though. Almost. Fargo's on Pathfinders. ViViD on a big infantry death blob here in the middle, now with ECMs. ViViD's got one of his oils back. Yeah, ViViD definitely in a controlling position, I think. A lot of MiGs now coming in as well. Search and Destroy already deployed. CC is up. A lot of MiGs coming in. It does kill a lot of Vs, yeah. A lot. Like 2.5 Vs alive. Another one made from the War Factory gets instantly disabled by the ECMs. ECM outpost army continues to press in, but the Pathfinder's now here. Any outpost that get popped open now should be dealt with quite easily. It's still a bit messy here. Lots of laser locks coming in on this army. The army is very, very weak now. Just needs popping open, and then the Pathfinders can do the rest. Fargo loses 1 more V. Fargo loses a dozer. He's still obviously got his CC. But if he wants to be building any faster than like with 1 dozer, it's still like a 1k loss. Fargo's still losing Vs just to this ECM and tank hunter combo in his base. MiG's now coming in. Colonel Burton actually was detected by the Lotus. And he's taking a big hit himself. Fargo finally clears up all his stuff in his base. He's still collecting on the left. And no longer collecting on his main. He could have them 2 Chinooks collecting on his main. And he's going into survival mode at the minute, Fargo. He's still got the most amazing support powers in the game. It's the number one reason why Air Force is considered among many to be the best. You've still got amazing King Raptors and the support powers like Spectre gunship should be taking out the support, supporting tech buildings. That's dead. That's dead. Those 2 still alive. Artillery coming in from ViViD.
All right, I'm here. Let's have enough.
Looking like on the strategy center. It's an important kill. Not only does it open up all of that as well, but you gain 200 XP from killing a firebase. And ViViD just needs basically like 1 or 2 more kills, and he's level 5. Carpet Bomb comes in from ViViD, and that is a really nice kill. Gets the King Raptor there for his efforts as well. Black Lotus is sneaking in down the right side too. Fargo's level 4, so he's still got Spectre. Probably got A10. He'll have Carpet Bomb when he reestablishes his strat. But ViViD has built a nuke. 6 minutes until the nuke hits. Mind Drop comes in. EMP disables the King Raptors in takeoff mode. Is Fargo going to be able to hold that without the support of the King Raptors? Probably will be able to. Interestingly, I think when the Raptors are disabled, probably the PDL doesn't work, so maybe you can come in now with the mix on the King Raptors. But the mix come in. Bit of a messy engagement there. Quite a few mix died. King Raptors do go down. No PDL in sight because they got disabled. In case you're wondering, by the way, the battle for 3rd place, both players here are guaranteed $322. Because that is the prize for 4th place, $322. The winner of this match, though, will come 3rd, and the winner of that gets like 507. Don't quote me on the exact number, but I think it's like $507. So you're basically fighting for it to win an extra $200 than the other person. One will go home with just over 500, and one will go home with just over 300. So ViViD's still running around in the back, just being annoying with this outpost ECM. Does all get cleared, and Fargo, every little kill here is helping him get towards level 5. Fargo has 4 oils, a refinery, and whatever money is left here as well, so it's still enough to keep him in the game. But ViViD has 3 oils and a refinery, so yeah, Fargo's actually ahead now in oils, weirdly. I think it all comes down to the support powers there. Here's one. Yeah, it should be a guaranteed kill as long as there's no mess up on the targeting again. Every few minutes that goes by, another Spectre kills another oil. Unless you cover your whole base in anti-air. Which could be a viable strat, actually. Carpet Bomb coming in for ViViD. Only damages the oil a little tiny bit. Where is the follow-up there? Fargo's going to repair that, surely. Lotus just chilling on the right. Might get detected now by this V.
Search and destroy.
Then ViViD comes in with another 2 kills, gets 1 Dozer and 1 V. And ViViD now making hackers. Here comes a Carpet Bomb down the right side. It's going to hit the mix. Mix take off though. But kills 2 trucks, gets a bunker and the airfield. Still kind of nice there from Fargo. Fargo flying around with 3 King Raptors. He's going to grab himself an oil. Does lose 2 King Raptors for it. I think $2,200 to take away an enemy oil at this stage in the game. I think that's worth it. Fargo does need to repair that oil though. It's never a mistake there from Fargo if he lets that die now to the artillery. Got 1 nuke versus 1 particle so far.
Unit lost.
Yeah, pretty sure ViViD is coming in with the artillery. It's a disappointment now from Fargo, honestly. You could say that was probably dead anyway. I think it might have been a level 3 artillery. But it could have been a level 1 or level 2. So he should have repaired it just in case, because a lot of the shells actually fell outside the oil. I'm pretty sure it would have died anyway, but it would have been nice to at least try and save it, because they're so valuable at this stage in the game. So ViViD is on 1 oil, 1 refinery. It's got 1 nuke. Fargo has 1 particle cannon. Can hear a hacker. There he is. 2. Fargo loses some King Raptors there in the middle. Looks like he'll probably lose his Colonel Burton there as well. Lotus is just kind of chilling on the right side. I don't think there's any way she can get in. There's too many drones. Fargo's just disabling some mines in his base. Another Spectre will probably be another oil kill. There is an assault troop crawler there, though, and another one here as well. Quite a lot of damage done to the oil, but not killed. Is Fargo going to sacrifice some King Raptors for that? I think it's worth it. Another 2,200. He's taking away all of ViViD's economy. ViViD does have some hackers here. Yeah, there we go. Oil dead. Yeah, well played by Fargo. Finishing these oils with the King Raptors. Very nice. Nuke is ready to fire. I'm pretty sure it'll be there in the top left. It's pretty much the most valuable target.
Construction is complete.
Super hacker, ready for super hacker.
Our nuclear missile is ready, General.
Okay, it's going all out. Carpet bomb and an EMP.
We have discovered an enemy Colonel Burton. Black Lotus has been discovered. Unit lost.
EMP disables a load of the defenses. Carpet bomb comes in. Finishes the buy base there on the right side, so ViViD should now be allowed in. King Raptor comes in, pops open his assault troop crawler. ViViD for now saving his nuke. But I think rather than hitting the oils and playing the long game, he actually just wants to break in and finish the game now. And so far, so good. Looks like he is actually getting in. He's getting laser locked, though, a lot by this one MD.
Unit lost.
Probably too many units here now for Fargo. One of the outposts there gets picked off. ViViD's probably going to want to think about firing his nuke. Maybe there would be good between those two, killing that and that. Maybe even there.
We have launched our nuclear missile.
Fires it in the back, actually. You're going to get 1 oil and probably won't even kill the war factory. Is that really worth it, considering you would have got 3 tech buildings there? I'd be kind of happy with that as Fargo. That's way more valuable than just killing 1 oil there. Yeah, bad shot there from ViViD. I don't think he realized his tech buildings in the top left are still alive. Colonel Burton gets wrecked again. ViViD's got a decent amount of hackers. Some of them are not hacking there. Yeah, very long game, this one. Fargo's got to be sweating a little bit because I think the Air Force is meant to win. I think it's supposed to go 1-1, but if this goes 2-0 straight away to ViViD, and that's straight away a bad start there for this 3rd place playoff. Okay, Spectre comes in, Carpet Bomb comes in, another airfield dead, 3 hackers dead, 2 trucks dead. Mine drop on top of the hill on the right side. ViViD force fire on the ground there by mistake. Fargo got his particle ready. I think if he managed to get a scan back here and did a hit on those 2 buildings, that barracks, and then finished off on the hackers, some order of that, probably one of the best hits he could do. Knowing that there's like, what, 7 hackers here? Or even like hitting those 2 and going left. I think, yeah, you want to be hitting more hackers than anything. There goes the particle. Hits the airfield, but I think the MiGs had taken off already, so it's kind of bad, really, knowing how many hackers there are dotted around. He has not killed any hackers with that. So kind of a bad particle. Carpet bomb for ViViD, but also a leaflet or fuel air bomb. Whoa, what a legendary shot for fuel air bomb. I mean, sadly for Fargo, it leaves all the infantry inside alive because the outposts and whatever take all the damage. Feels kind of weird, doesn't it? Like if you were in one of them outposts in real life, or some kind of APC or whatever, and you took a direct hit from a fuel air bomb, and it landed right on top of you and detonated, and it was like the biggest explosion ever. But you all popped out unscathed. Well, I mean, do they take 50% damage? Yeah, they take 50% damage when the outpost dies. But that's regardless of what it died to. It could have died to a tank enter or anything. But yeah, they survive. I know it's not the most realistic game in the world. I totally understand that. And if it was overly realistic, it probably would become less fun to play. But it just feels kind of weird. A direct hit from a fuel air bomb. The most powerful weapon in the game, and probably one of the most powerful conventional weapons in the world. And all the guys just survive. The vehicle just disintegrates, but everyone pops out alive. Okay, Fargo now with some aggression of his own. Spectre gunship comes in, wipes out a load of the defense here. Or ViViD, or his attacking or defensive force, whatever you want to call it. MiG comes in, but pays for it itself with his life. MiG comes in again, but again pays for itself with his life. And I think Fargo's in a good position here, even though it's not that big of an army. But here comes a probable EMP, and Fargo gets completely disabled. And I think ViViD can now move in. Laserlock comes in. Oh, means a hell of a lot. Yeah, if that got popped open, then Pathfinder would have been able to clear everything. But sadly now Fargo loses all of his army. But he is coming in with more Vs though. Got another few missile defenders coming as well. We're selling something over on the left side. So ViViD is holding really, and he's got quite a bit of hackers. Fargo has 1 oil. The artillery is hit there. 1 oil, 1 refinery there from Fargo. Fargo continuing to press with these Vs. ViViD is here with the flamer. The Pathfinder has gone down. Carpet bomb now coming in for ViViD. He's going to kill probably his own war factory though. Own war factory is very close to death. Laserlock comes in on this flamer. And nuke missile is ready to fire, but so is the particle in 15 seconds. Has Fargo run out of cash though? Yeah, ViViD now comes in with the nuke there. Very bad in my opinion. Because the whole time those 3 buildings were alive, they should have been dead and that one should have been alive. And then the artillery, the level 3 artillery could have killed that one instead. And then you would have had a free nuke available to hit somewhere else. Park Cannon takes out the airfield over on the right side. Bunch of MiGs in there die as well. Yeah, I think Fargo's scans could be better. There's no reason why like a drone or a scan couldn't have been here. Could have been beaconing these. Here comes a carpet bomb from Fargo. Kills the war factory. That I believe is the B2 bomber. At least it looks like the B2 bomber. I think in the game's code it's called B3 bomber, which I don't think was ever made. It's like a concept or something. But actually now there's a B21 Raider out. Or has at least been revealed. I don't know if it's in use or in service yet. But there's a B21 out that's a little bit smaller. It doesn't have as many ridges on the back. But pretty much, you know, every single unit inside of Zero is like there's some kind of a real life version of it. Like that's supposed to be, I think, the F-22 Raptor. I think the US is talking about retiring. That's obviously the Humvee that's pretty much in use in every country where the US is operating. Chinook is obviously a real unit. MiG is obviously a real unit. Outpost probably exists, to be honest. It's probably called something different. That's probably an interesting one, to be honest. Definitely will be some variant of that with a radar on the back. Just like listening for information, scanning radar, scanning for radio waves and stuff like that. ECM, that could be a valuable one. I've not seen that one. Spectre gunship is obviously real. Minigunner, there's no reason why that couldn't be real, but I don't think they use him in real life. And Fargo's been defeated. He just ran out of cash.
You are victorious.
And I actually think it should have been more flawless there from ViViD, mainly due to that oil hitting. You would have took away more of Fargo's economy quicker. But ViViD has got himself there on a 2-0 when it should have been a 1-1, I think. Actually, I think there's a case for Fargo even being able to win both of them. Both of them very close. Fargo should have won game number 1 100%. And, yeah, what did Fargo need to do differently in that game? You let me know. Do you think he needed to bunker more, make 5 aces from the offset more? Did he... Yeah, I don't know. Was his V-micro bad or what? Very, very close game. Very, very decent. 2-0 for ViViD. Okay, welcome to game number 3. We're over on Vendetta. I think that Fargo would have picked the first map. And then I think that ViViD would have picked this one. ViViD does pick this one seemingly quite a lot. And I think Fargo used to hate Oil Rampage when it didn't look like every other map that he knew. And he realized he had to play differently and actually used his brain on it. Or his Brian, as he calls it. And now I actually think he likes it, especially knowing that ViViD sometimes forgets his tech buildings on it. We've got a GLA mirror on our hands. This time we have Fargo down in the south with a GLA Stealth in the blue. And up in the north we have the GLA Demolition. Yeah, for ViViD with the green. So Fargo's going for 3 supplies. Late War Factory. The problem is with that is if ViViD goes for a TNT, which he's not. Oh, no, he is. He is. The problem is with that is with your late War Factory, your technical is going to be out late to fend off the enemy technical that's going to go for his TNT. And also he's skipped a tunnel there, but he's making a second War Factory very quick. So ViViD could actually TNT the wrong one, or ViViD might go for a double anyway. And I think Fargo might have left a gap there that an enemy technical might be able to make it through. Fargo does like to dot around terrorists every now and again to prevent a TNT from coming in. Just leave them on guard mode, dotted around. ViViD now coming through with a technical on the left-hand side. Fargo with an RPG in the middle. Just to try and get inside of one of these. His work is taking hits there in the middle as well. ViViD coming in with 1 technical. Coming in the second. This is the real deal, though. This is the TNT. Here's the real thing for ViViD. Hits the supply of Fargo. But the economy is just basically reset now because they're both on 2 supplies. Fargo's rebuilding his third, though, so ViViD has saved his workers inside of that technical and chases the enemy technical down as well. Scrap Denied does come in, but it's a slow pickup there from ViViD anyway. And ViViD has actually still got all of his workers inside of there. Drops them all back off. Upgrade into a third. I think both players are confident with their GLA mirror on this map. And that usually results in the best games when both players are confident. Yeah, both players on 3 supplies, but Fargo is already on a second arms dealer, but it's fake, but he could be upgrading it. TNT comes through for Fargo. Hits the front tunnel there of ViViD. which now leaves this supply open. But likewise, Fargo supply is also being hit from the back there. His workers again picked off by the technicals there of ViViD. ViViD with the superior technical numbers here, but Fargo does have more RPGs. Or maybe not. Actually, ViViD pops off his own RPGs and scares Fargo away. Fargo's got a sneaky worker inside of ViViD's base, but Fargo looks like he's going to lose all of these units here now. It's just being surrounded by too many technicals there, ViViD. ViViD does love a big tech RPG blob. He really does. Yeah, Fargo seemingly wants to be really aggressive here. He's not interested in playing a longer game, I don't think. He's wanting to use the price advantage that he's got with the quads, but he's actually just ran himself into complete death, and he's actually focusing a lot on this tunnel here. So, yeah, a little bit of a weird attack there from Fargo. Nice sneaky tunnel there from Fargo. Maybe a little bit too ambitious. So close there to that. Maybe it should have been a little bit further back. Would ViViD have seen it if it was like there? Yeah, he probably would when the quads are coming out. Nice attempt, though. You could have built it there, though. Yeah, somewhere there. Fargo still wanted to be aggressive. Does establish another tunnel close to ViViD's barracks. ViViD is under pressure and in trouble. Fargo does build a tunnel over on the right side. These bunkers already established by ViViD, but I think Fargo will just brute force kill them. Maybe Fargo's spreading himself a little bit too thin now. I think if he just grouped up and did one big hit on that, I think that would be ViViD out of that position. ViViD is on the second supply. In my view, the stealth should be the one to win here, because of the naturally stealth tunnels and cheaper units. Normally, the stealth is able to win like in the early to mid game, or at least do significant damage to the demo, and then win in the later game, even though the demo later game has got demoable ambush and demo bikes and stuff like that. I think the pros of the stealth just outweigh it, and I'd prefer to play the stealth. Yeah, Fargo seemingly can't get the numbers advantage up because he got TNT'd in his base. His second arms dealer is now delayed. I don't think Fargo can kill ViViD here. I think he needs to back off. Very important engagement here between ViViD and Fargo inside of ViViD's base. Yeah, Fargo losing every single quad. I don't think that was an engagement that Fargo needed or should have taken, because now Fargo is behind an XP. That was a true Fargo pop there. Pop in when you know you definitely can't win the fight. Yeah, and Fargo's just giving up loads of ground as well. That's like a really important position. Does pop again, though. Is he going to be able to win that engagement now? Yes, he is. Manages to hold. ViViD coming in with some more quads of his own. Very, very scrappy engagement. ViViD just manages to win. And yeah, he's in a good position now. He is in a good position. He's got a decent amount of map control. He's ahead in XP by quite a bit. And Fargo's quad army has been reset, and ViViD still has some left, so he should be slightly ahead with the quad count. Fargo's on an extra supply though, so he's on like 33% greater income than ViViD at the moment. Fargo now making hijackers. I think ViViD might be able to win this because he's got hold of that bunker as well. Grabs himself an oil. Fargo coming in with another worker. Wants to finish off that 34% tunnel inside of ViViD's base. ViViD continually hitting this position on the right. ViViD's tunnel on the left gets denied. Worker there for Fargo gets hit. Okay, Fargo now wants to clear out some in the middle. Clears one of the buildings. Gonna try and clear another building. No evac in sight for ViViD. But he's going back inside of his tunnel, so if Fargo continues to press, he's at risk of ViViD doing an absolutely huge pop. But I think that's the correct way to deal with it. Going inside of that bunker. And ViViD will probably just give up that one tunnel position. There is another worker here for ViViD. And another one on the left. But Fargo's going to be quick to deny that as well. Yeah, and the game is going to settle down into the later stages. Fargo's 34% tunnel ends up getting cancelled. ViViD is on 2 oils extra to Fargo, but Fargo is on 1 extra supply. So kind of even, to be honest. 2 oils versus 1 supply. TNT now for ViViD coming in. Is it going to be able to reach his target? I think so, yes. Going to be able to hit another arms dealer. Yep. That is nice from ViViD. Clean kill. Very nice. Some 2,800 XP. Fargo on 2,000. Toxin Tractor for Fargo picked off on the right. So Fargo well and truly bunkered in on the left side, even has a demo trap there as well. Needs to return that quad back inside of his tunnel. He's only collected in 4 workers on his main. 4 workers there, but that's about to dry up. Nice TNT attempt there for ViViD. But yeah, when there's even a little bit of lag, I don't want to go on about lag, but I guarantee you the ping here is probably at least between 20 and 30. Or latency even. The terrorists are much less likely to get a kill. If there's like 10 latency and that runs into an army of quads, there's more chance that one of them is going to detonate and kill a bunch of quads. But not so much when there's a bit of latency. So ViViD now with quite a beefy army with this battle burst, but Fargo has got exactly the same combination. Probably even the same amount of quads and everything. No player has the AP ammo. Fargo does run into this bunker though, ViViD, and needs to return with his battle bus. Both players lose their battle bus. Fargo here losing more quads. ViViD is getting the bounty money, but I'm not convinced that Fargo is getting that. I think Fargo's forgotten to build his CC. Technical for ViViD. Comes in and gets the TNT. Is that going to be able to hit though? It does hit. Yeah, nice there for ViViD. Another TNT coming in for Fargo, but I think ViViD is fully aware of it. You've got to be doing an attack somewhere else, distract the guy, and then come in for the TNT. ViViD is going to allow it to happen though. Does get the oil, nice. From Fargo there, just delayed it a second, came in from a different angle and actually managed to hit it. Oh, and that one's already been killed before as well, so yeah, well played by Fargo. So Fargo's economically ahead now by quite a bit with that extra supply. But ViViD just have a nice amount of map control as well. He's got a market here, market there. Scud Storm being built. I think like 4 markets in total if we count the fake one as well. Whereas Fargo's just on like 2 markets. Okay, Jarman sniped a worker there. Fargo. ViViD's got a nice line of demo traps going on the left side. I actually do really like that, because when you've got a line of demo traps like that, if the enemy's not aware of them, no matter what comes that way, GLA doesn't have air units, it has to come on the ground, and if you're going to attack there, you're going to come with a beefy army. And if you run into a couple of demo traps, suddenly that beefy army is no longer beefy anymore. With Jarman versus Jarman, and Fargo's comes out on top. Actually went inside of the building there for a quick scope on the enemy Jarman. Ooh, Fargo lost his Jarman there. Yeah, he did. I thought he died sooner, actually, but he died on the exit. I think he's, like, temporarily revealed when he first evacs the building when it died. A bunch of buggies coming in now for Fargo as well, picking off these squads of ViViD. And ViViD's building a second Scud Storm. First one's going to fire in 3:35. First Scud Storm being built now for Fargo, and second as well. Never really thought about the geography of this map properly before, but if you have a look at it, it's like on 3 different levels, isn't it? The middle and there is like that there to there is a step down, and then it steps down again here. I never really thought about it like that before. Always thought it was kind of flat, but actually it's very far from flat, isn't it? Especially if you include like the mountains and stuff like that. Yeah, some of the map makers in Zero, some of the unsung heroes, because some of them, well, every single map we play nowadays is pretty much an unofficial map made by one of the map makers. Very, very decent maps indeed. So Fargo's got GPS scrambled buggies. He's behind an XP. ViViD is very close to level 5, actually. He's trying to get as many kills as he can. But Fargo's still... well, he was economically ahead with the extra supply. I think ViViD's actually economically ahead now, but whoa, Fargo's building now another 2 Scud Storms. ViViD's building another one, but I think ViViD's economy might be too strong. Fargo's Jarman does need to be careful. He doesn't get catapulted into space by these demo traps. Not sure where that one is going, actually. Oh, is that Jarman going to die? No. Well, he might die to the splash damage there. Yeah, Jarman does make it in, but there's 2 radar vans there. Ooh, is he going to walk on top of the demo trap? It's going to be close. He's just kind of chilling for now. Fargo has no idea where those are. If we look on his vision, he has no idea. Only we can see those demo traps. Okay, ViViD now with a crazy amount of buggies. Picking off what Fargo has in the middle. I can't believe Fargo's managed to squeeze out 4 Scud Storms. It's really crazy, actually. Whilst... Whoa, a 5th. Whilst managing to keep himself in this economically. Because he's mined out everywhere now. Now, how many markers has he got? Like 1, 2... He's got 2 markets and a fake coming along. He's manages to find himself these demo traps without actually stepping on them as well. So, yeah, managing to pick them off. And ViViD must be thinking that Fargo has a crazy amount of markets dotted around, maybe stealth. But actually, he's only got 2.5. Yeah, that's good. We'll rebuild. But it obviously has been reset. And ViViD just needs like 1 more kill now and he'll be level 5. And this could be the attack on the right side that does it. Fargo's continuing to attack on the left and he's actually in with 2 battle buses. ViViD has run into a stealth tunnel. Fargo continues to attack. So it's complete base trade. Fargo has to sell 1 of his Scud Storms. Anthrax Bomb coming in for ViViD. Where is that going to hit, though? Probably here. Sneak attack for ViViD as well, just to reinforce his attack. Bit weird there from ViViD, that sneak. Sorry, the Anthrax is actually killing his own stuff. It's a Fargo Anthrax. But ViViD now just needs to hold this because he's got the economy to support these big fights like this, whereas Fargo does not. So ViViD has cleared Fargo from his base, but there is still a battle bus left. Yeah, battle bus gets stopped. What happened to the CC? Oh, the CC must have been sold over here. Another Scud Storm now coming in for ViViD on the main base there of Fargo. Yeah, it's quite a big hit. Both arms dealers dead. That's going to cost 5k to replace both of those. That Scud Storm there is rebuilding. Fargo's now got a Scud Storm of his own to fire.
We can now use our Scud Storm.
Thing is, there's so much ViViD stuff. Where do you even hit that's going to win you the game? So he's actually used it defensively in his base, but ViViD's actually ran away. So yeah, a bit of a waste of a Scud Storm there for Fargo. Fargo continues to press into ViViD's base. ViViD still with no AP ammo, but making loads and loads of quads. Anthrax Bomb for Fargo. Is ViViD paying attention? I don't think he is. Takes a big hit on top of the buggies. And nearly every single buggy goes down. Only 1 escapes, actually. But Fargo's economy... I don't even know how he's still here, honestly. Rebel Ambush kills 4 units there of Fargo. Fargo loses Jarman there as well. I think ViViD just got too many markets. It's not even that many, though. But it's just a lot more than Fargo. It's like 6 versus 2? Or 6 versus 1, because that one's a fake. Scud Storm for ViViD fires again. It's going to hit this one. He's going for this one as well. Still no AP ammo for ViViD. Another Scud falls. And another. And now it's 4 Scuds versus 2. No AP ammo also for Fargo, but I don't think Fargo can recover from this. Not like ViViD can, just because of the market count. And even though it's only 6 versus 1, it's not that many markets in the grand scheme of things in terms of normal 25-minute delay mirrors. Normally there'd be way more than that. Fargo's been defeated, and this is not looking good for Fargo. 3-0 there for ViViD, and in my opinion, a couple of times winning with a weaker army there as well. Demo shouldn't be winning really against Stealth, in my opinion, but when ViViD has an army, anything is possible. Okay, so moving on to game number 4. And down in the south, we have the green Jedi stealth player, which is OE ViViD. Up in the north, we have the blue player with the Jedi demolition. This is Fargo. So Fargo under a lot of pressure here. Needs to gain some momentum. Needs to get himself a win here with the weaker army, Jedi demolition. He's going for 3 supplies again. ViViD also with the 3 supplies. I think it's one of the maps where you see that a hell of a lot, actually. Kind of like this in the Snowy Drought, where you've kind of got 3 safe supplies. This one, of course, is a little bit more in danger. On Snowy Drought, it's even a little bit more in danger again, I think. Fargo's got himself a worker inside of that building. Worker inside that middle building as well. Building a sneaky demo trap here behind the sneaky stealth tunnel. ViViD moves his worker there. He didn't beacon it. I think it was worth beaconing that. ViViD should be able to stop that in time. 69% demo trap needs cancelling. And the TNT from Fargo is on the way, but it runs straight into a load of defense. Does not really do its intended damage. It kills the supply down to the hull only. And Fargo's now going to lose a load of workers here. Or at least have to pull them for a second. Yeah, Fargo should win that engagement because he started attacking first, that technical. Fargo's tunnel on the right side gets denied. Everything kind of going ViViD's way so far, despite that technical loss there. So actually a 4th supply going up now for ViViD. So yeah, looking pretty bad for Fargo, I think. Yeah, ViViD's gaining the map control on the right by the oils as well. Fargo thinks that might be a fake. He might be able to get in there and kill some workers, but sadly for him, not. Fargo might be able to get lucky here and kill some workers. No, ViViD pulls all of them as well. But ViViD did lose some workers over on the right side due to this grenade tech of Fargo. Fargo still might lose that. Tech RPG comes in. A nice pick off there by ViViD. Yes, not really going Fargo's way. He's on double arms dealer, just like in the previous game when he tried to get 2 arms dealers set up in that same kind of position. Yeah, ViViD is denying all of the workers building tunnels for Fargo. Literally nothing is going Fargo's way. I think this is going to be a much quicker game than the previous. Toxin Tractor now out for ViViD. He's building a second arms dealer. Only just building a second arms dealer, but he's had 4 supplies for ages. Okay, Fargo now trying some aggression over on the left side. The fact that he's had 2 arms dealers for longer maybe means that he's got the higher quad numbers over on the left. So he might be able to get in and do some work here. But tech RPG push for ViViD straight down the middle. Cancels the barracks of Fargo over on the left side. Fargo does crush one of the workers. I think he knows there's a supply here, but there's not a lot he can do about it until these RPGs rock up. Yeah, he finds it now. Should be able to start hitting that now with the quads. ViViD with the quad pop of his own. He's got like, what, 6 squads versus 6? I think ViViD's got the better concave now as well. Yeah, Fargo losing units here while on the retreat from this position. Yeah, so far all good, I think, for ViViD. It's looking like a 4-0 here. Which I thought all the whitewashes, like all the 5-0s, were over in round 1 and 2. But we are certainly shaping up for a potential... Well, what would it have to be? It has to be an 8-0. If ViViD wants to win a flawless victory. Okay, big pop here from ViViD. That's a very important battle, and I don't think Fargo's going to be able to recover from that. That's a monster loss of quads there. Fargo instantly GG's. Well, probably didn't GG, probably just rage quit. So, yeah, maybe it's like RQ. Rage quit. Okay, 4-0 there for ViViD. Okay, game number 5. Maybe Fargo is in with a chance now because I see ViViD has China Vanilla. Up in the top right, China Vanilla for the green player. That is ViViD. And then all the way down in the bottom left, we have the blue player with a China nuke. This is Fargo. But yeah, ViViD also very good with China versus nuke. It's definitely winnable both ways. I just think nuke has a major advantage because if you get to overlord GCMs with chain gun GATs, I mean, and/or nuke MiGs as well. It's a very, very difficult composition to deal with for the China Vanilla, because China Vanilla has all of the same stuff, but it's all weaker. The overlords are slower. The nuke cannons require a general's point, and I think they're more expensive. The MiGs are pretty good, but not as good as a nuke MiG. Your helixes are cheaper, and that's one thing you see from China Vanilla is just mass helixes. So Fargo's going for an oil capture. So is ViViD. Yeah, I like the position in that bunker and that red guard, because even if a unit came in from the right or there, it's got to engage that bunker. If the red guard's at risk of dying, you could actually just go inside of the bunker until it's safe. Fargo with a similar strat. I don't know if that's too bunker heavy as the nuke though. Don't you want to be more aggressive as the nuke? Propaganda now being built by Fargo. Third supply by Fargo. Flamer comes in, but it should get stopped, I think. But it's doing quite a lot of damage to that oil. It's getting repaired by ViViD. It goes down. Yeah, it's quite a nice flamer there. And here as well. Fargo knew exactly what ViViD was going to do. He's hit both for the oils straight away. Yeah, I like that opening there from Fargo. He's got a stronger army with a stronger start. That's exactly what you need to come back from a 4-0 down. ViViD is on Helix already. I think one big thing that ViViD could do now is go in and dozer hunt Fargo. This is pretty much one of the best times you're going to have to dozer hunt him. Maybe you go all the way down the bottom right and then come in, pick off that, and then make a run for it. Or just come in from the left, wherever you come in. If you hunt the nuke, stop him from producing all of them things, all them strong things I talked about before. Helix is now moving in. There's a lack of anti-air from Fargo. Helix is now here. I definitely think Fargo should be taking more damage than that. I think that Helix is running away scared a little bit too easy. Helix comes in. There's going to be a gap from there, though. Overlord dies regardless, though. Bad Helix from ViViD, honestly. I don't know why he came in, ran away scared, gave him a few seconds, and then came in. He should have been doing more. I mean, he still killed one No, he didn't even kill one dozer. He killed one overlord. It's obviously still important. And he's also cancelled this third supply here at Fargo. Yeah, that Helix has definite potential to come in, kill that, and that if it had come in like straight away with confidence, because now that's deadly. That is a deadly problem. ViViD now has to solve. How am I going to deal with that? A lot of gats. Yeah, 2 ECMs, 2 overlords, going to be a problem. ViViD's Lotus is on the run. It has been detected. One of Fargo's oil's been killed. That one's still alive in the middle, though. Okay, ViViD can disable that Overlord, but there is another one rocking up. Fargo needs to focus on these ECMs. And this is the best chance Fargo's had the whole set so far. Helix coming in, but I think that's too premature there from ViViD. Helix dies. Kills an Overlord, though. But maybe ViViD doesn't have much of a choice at this point, apart from to use that Helix. All the ground army of Fargo has been stopped in the end, but at what cost? It's a bit of a mutually assured destruction there. Both players losing their entire army. Literally down to 1 tank hunter and a 1 HP ECM. But ViViD's like nearly level 3, so imagine if Fargo got hunted and then ViViD would only have to squeeze out a CC, artillery carpet, and then all the production would be dead from Fargo. You just literally need to camp it out. No, I know it sounds a bit lame and a bit like maybe desperate, but I think the China Vanilla is one of the best chances of winning because you saw how tough that was for ViViD to deal with, the Overlord GCM. You need to try and stop that from happening over and over again. Yeah, there's only so many helixes that are going to work like that, I think. Okay, Fargo coming in now with the next wave. ViViD disables himself an ECM. Lotus of Fargo headed into the base of ViViD, but ViViD seems to be aware there could be something. He's making an outpost. I mean, he's making majority outposts anyway. So yeah, he's probably not aware of the Lotus. Lotus is now stealing some cash. But did ViViD hear that is the question. I don't think so. Fargo now collecting on an extra supply, so he's on 4 supplies, but that one is dried up. ViViD has got his UN crate. ViViD sells that supply. Maybe that was a capture then. But yeah, Fargo didn't get his UN crate. I mean, it's worth getting now. Your trucks are doing nothing anyway. I think it's like $100. Every little helps. No propaganda for Fargo. Sorry, no propaganda upgrade the subliminal messaging. There is a nuke cannon in play though. ViViD comes in with mass ECMs trying to disable stuff, but I think he now sees the nuke cannon, makes a run for it. Falling tower on fire, gets destroyed there by Fargo. I think ViViD's going to suffer his first defeat here. Thinking back again, like to game number 1, I think Fargo did get frustrated and annoyed. Even if he doesn't know it himself, even if it's like subconsciously, I think that game number 1, he knows himself he should have won. And I think that might have affected his play throughout. Maybe this game here will give him a bit of confidence. Just think back to that game number 1, how close ViViD was to getting wrecked. If Fargo hadn't have lost that second supply, defended it properly, remember? And then attacked also with that outpost, it was a win. There's no question about it. That was going to be a win. ViViD just hunted as well. Yeah, so imagine if like Fargo got that first game number win. How would that have played out differently throughout this set? Would it have drastically affected the score? Or is ViViD too mentally strong? Would it have not affected ViViD at all anyway? Let's say Fargo got just that one game. It'd be 3-1 to ViViD right now. And then Fargo would get this. It'd be 3-2. The set could look very different. From all these tiny little details. Still no subliminal messaging though from Fargo. Like in a Vendetta game as well, he forgot the cash bounty for a while I think ViViD was getting. I think it's one of the reasons why ViViD had so many more markets. ViViD is level 3. Carpet and mine drop here could be deadly. I would not probably fire the artillery, because that will indicate that you've got level 3 support powers. Here comes a carpet. Fargo's on the move. Carpet kills on Overlord and the Gap. Does split the army though. ViViD comes in with a load of ECMs, disables a load of stuff. The right side army for Fargo has been taken out. Helix is now coming in for ViViD. And don't tell me ViViD's held this. The thing is, I think he's held it just with some pure skill there and combined with that carpet bomb. But I still don't think it matters because Fargo's just economically ahead. He knows it and he's quit. So yeah, well played there to Fargo. Gets himself a win. But I think based on that, he's going to struggle, I think, in the reverse. Okay, jumping into the next game. Down in the south position, we have the nuke player. With the green, this is ViViD. Up in the top right, we have the blue player. With the China Vanilla, this is Fargo. Is he going to do some kind of crazy all-in here, like a double Helix build? If the nuke opens one war factory and makes like a Battlemaster first, the double Helix build can work quite a lot. Okay, Fargo being a bit more greedy here is going for a 4 oil cap, whereas ViViD has opened straight 2 supplies, double war factory. He's going to go and get his UN crate as well. Fargo's got his this time. Into a fast barracks there for ViViD. First unit is a flamer up the top left. Outpost in the middle. It's going to be... that red guard there will be stopped. By the Gap, the bottom right oil looks like it's going to be captured though. Fargo's got himself 3 oils by the looks of it. But ViViD is in the base now with an outpost. He's also heading over to this oil at the top left of the flamer. I think it's a nice build overall from Fargo. Couple of bunkers to defend things. Lost 1 truck to that attack, but otherwise he's economically ahead by quite a bit. He's got 3 oils. But 1 has been killed though, so he's got 2 oils now. Yeah, I don't like the build from ViViD this as much as in previous games this time. I'd actually prefer him to maybe grab the ores first and then into a double war factory. Because I think you have to build that barracks and then make the Red Guard and the capture upgrade. You have to cut the production of your double war factory opener. Interestingly, Fargo has gone for a prop. He might just be doing that to get the subliminal messaging for the speaker tower for the helixes. Or he might just be trying to make he's probably trying to make the same combo of ECMs and helixes. Helix now in the base of ViViD. One Doze is going to die. The Gats are on the case though. Oh, Helix dead. He just needed to go a little bit more left. Could have gone a little bit more left, still picked off that gap, made it round, and got to that. A very, very big moment. If he'd have made it round as well, you could have evac'd and still took out the prop. That's what it needed to do. I know it's a bit of an ask, but that's kind of what you need to do to win as the China Vanilla. You need to go for that Doze zone. At this higher level, it's one of the most viable ways to win. Just ask Xcal, he'll tell you. So ViViD has expanded in the middle, but he's lost 2 trucks. Another Helix coming in now for Fargo. Probably going to be chased away by this Gat, though. Helix hanging around a little while. Gat versus Gat over on the left side. ViViD's going to run into the war factory. Going to be an interesting fight. It's going to be there all day, I think. Fargo now on the run. ViViD's building a CC now. I think Fargo needed to be a bit more bold with the attacking angles of these helixes. I mean, it's easy for us to say, like, in observer mode here, just watching the replays back. Could have come all the way down here and then just proper gone all the way deep in. Not even engaged like the front, because it's pretty obvious that in this general area there's going to be anti-air. So you want to go down the extremes. But similar to before, isn't it? The helixes attempted to do some stuff, but this is probably going to be a bit of an easier victory for the nuclear. Fargo doesn't have enough stuff. He's got 3 helixes, 1 ECM though. Yeah, it's just such a hard combo to deal with that. I'd love someone to come up with a way China Vanilla should be dealing with that. Or maybe it's just little buffs everywhere. Maybe all the China units should build like 0.25 seconds faster or 0.5 seconds faster, whatever. Maybe all that would counteract it. Nice sneaky flamer here from Fargo, though. Kills the supply. Still got money to collect there as well, so it is a bit of an annoyance there, at least to say, for ViViD. He could have actually turned that flame wall and maybe even killed the ECM there as it was coming for the war factory. Maybe a bit late now. But if he'd have turned it straight away around, it maybe could have killed the ECM. 2 helixes dead. As they come in across this oasis, another helix dead, and that is it. Looking like a 5-1. Yeah, more comfortable of a victory here for the nuke. Personally think so. The helixes often run into their death. Okay, Fargo's captured himself a war factory on the left side. Well, tried to. ViViD sold it. ViViD selling his supply down in the bottom left as well. That Gat is dead. Wonder if Fargo will be able to capture himself anything else. It's on the run for now. And ViViD is just kind of AFK at the minute. Helix is trying to come in. That's the speaker tower Helix, though. He rushed out the prop, but he didn't make the subliminal meshing. It's too weird from Fargo, these plays. That Helix micro, man. I needed to go directly away, not up. Helix almost died there. Yeah, never Helix dead. Kill the dozer, but not worth it economically. Especially when you're economically behind it anyway, because ViViD's on way more supplies. Fargo's on 1 extra oil, but he's mined out on his second, has to be sold now. Yeah, this is over. New cannon continues to creep forward. This is all just free hits. As long as ViViD just protects that, it's all just free hits, isn't it? There's 2 trucks there for free. I don't really know what Fargo's going to achieve with 1 bunker Lix. Okay, supported by a speaker tower, but again, the Lix is like living on the edge, man. He's got literally no HP. He's only just made subaluminum engine. Nice support powers there from ViViD. Oil just needs 1 more hit and it's dead. Fargo, you can't win this, man. Just think you need to quit. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Fargo. 5-1 to ViViD. Okay, jumping into the next map, which is Imminent Victory. We have the green player down in the south for the China nuke. This is ViViD. Up in the north, we have the GLA Tox with the blue. This is Fargo. I think Fargo will be very happy with this, because I think he highly rates his GLA against Nuke, and probably especially with Tox against Nuke. I did see him playing a set against Excal maybe a few weeks ago, or about a month ago, something like that. And yeah, he managed to win both with the GLA and the Nuke when playing against Excal, both sides of the random reverse. So if you can do it against Excal, maybe you can also do it against ViViD. Maybe. We have a truck rush over on the right side. ViViD is going for the oils. So I think ViViD's plan is to try and get as much damage and distraction done with that truck in order to grab himself some time, buy himself some time to grab the oils. ViViD actually deliberately trying to drive into the terrorists there because he knows them terrorists will ultimately be used inside of his base later on. Here we go with the terrorists just walking straight through the supply. Quick way. Kills both trucks. Whoa. And he's killed something over here as well. That's kind of decent for Fargo, you know. 1 oil has come in. For ViViD, the truck rush didn't really achieve that much in the end. It's died here. Yeah, when a terrorist in the beginning kills 2 trucks, you are so happy with that. That is like literally as good of a start as you can get. ViViD even gets denied an oil on the right. He's building himself a helix. Yeah, remember I told you Fargo will be happy with this matchup. I think you'll be happy with that start as well. Yeah, tiny little details. A $200 terrorist walking straight across the map through the supply. If you're wondering why that happened as well, by the way, it's because Fargo clicked it. So the terrorist decided, okay, I'm going this way. And then ViViD built the supply after it was already clicked. That's why that happens, by the way, why the terrorist walks through things. It's not because Fargo's got some wall hack or something like that. Bit of a weird supply going on here from ViViD. It's a little bit too close. Yeah, Tech RPG doesn't achieve all too much. ViViD has still got both dozers intact. Nice TNT there from Fargo. Fargo has no oils of his own yet. Third supply in the middle is up. I thought he started building that ages ago, but I don't know. Maybe the worker was late getting there or something. Terrorist kills a dozer on the left. I think hunting the nuke is a very good strat because even if you don't get the second dozer, you at least make him very scared to expand and stuff like that, and build his CC early and start deploying mines everywhere, which is costly. And when ideally you want to be building units and not mines. But a bit of mind games going on here. ViViD actually looks like he's properly boxed this, but he actually has no mines around any of this. And I think one of the reasons is he doesn't want to mess with the trajectory of these trucks too much, because now they might start even walking around even more than they already were. Helix now in action over on the right side. A load of Battle Masters fall. ViViD's Helix is actually reigning supreme. Not sure how many more quads we've got. One more. ViViD living on the edge, but he does clear all of this position. Kills all the tunnels and the Scorpion and the quads. Fargo really wants to finish that, I think. Oh, ViViD killed his own Battlemaster. Bit of a weird mistake there from ViViD to make. Would have been nice, actually, if Fargo had ignored that flamer with that quad and just sent that quad down the bottom right and locked onto that Helix when it was still in vision. That could have been a way to pick off that really expensive unit. It's like so weak at the moment. Okay, Fargo grabs himself an oil over on the right side. ViViD rocks up with an Overlord though and an ECM. No subliminal meshing just again. ViViD taking some economic damage though. He does not have a CC. Overlord is very low. Yeah, maybe Fargo could have killed that dozer, you know. At least now is very exposed. This is why you want that speaker tower upgrade, because that would be healing at twice the normal rate. You'd be able to fight twice as many RPGs while still recovering. Fargo preparing a TNT. It's got a lot of quads out. That Helix is mostly repaired, but only like 3/4. Fargo's actually killing his own oil and sacrificing quads to do so as well. Fargo turns around with his quads. Is he going to hit the Helix? He's trying to. A TNT coming straight down the middle from Fargo. He's got himself the refinery in the middle. Not a lot ViViD can do about that TNT coming through. There is a Battlemaster here. Fargo's going to drop off some terrorists and kill the supply. Nice TNT there from Fargo. Very nice indeed. Refinery in the middle now getting hit. Fargo's got a palace. Building a CC. He's not got a Rebel Ambush just yet because he still needs like 250 XP. But he's pretty close. Maybe another couple of them TNTs will get him across the line. And speaking of another TNT, here comes one. Oh, he's going for that dozer. Gets it. He's going to get it. Yeah, ViViD's hunted. No CC. And he's getting valuable kills here as well. He can even get himself a super tech there. But Fargo's under pressure on the right side. A Stinger would be nice here. You know, he's got like 9k in the bank, so Stinger would be definitely useful here. ViViD has been defeated. Well played there from Fargo. Told you his Gillet against Nuke would be solid. But the question is, will he be able to do it in the reverse? You'll be confident, but you are against ViViD, and it is with the strongest Gillet, which is Tox. Let's see how that goes. Okay, jumping into the next game then. So we have ViViD, as I mentioned, with the GLA Tox in the green and the north of imminent victory. Down in the south with the blue player with the China nuke. This is Fargo. He's going for barracks first, indicating an oil build. Oil build into a single war factory for now for Fargo. No truck rush though. Oh, truck rush on the left. So I think it's like an attempt at copying ViViD, but also trying to make it a little bit less predictable by truck rushing on the left. Truck rush does get in and kills one worker. Nice little placed bunker here by Fargo. Like, even if that tentacle was able to get round, still would have been a long way and a bit messy, I think. Fargo defended it anyway with his Battlemaster. Ooh, but a terrorist again. Has killed another 2 trucks. Legendary. So that would have been a perfect start there for Fargo, but he lost 2 trucks, so it's actually far from perfect now. Fargo loses 1 dozer. And ViViD grabs himself a super tech. ViViD's box is not watertight. And Fargo's Battlemaster gets in. I don't know if ViViD's Scorpion can follow it in, actually. Bit of a funny situation there. Terrorist is chasing, but the terrorist actually dies to the Scorpion shells. Fargo's grabbed himself an ult on the right. Into now a second war factory and an airfield. Yeah, Fargo's in full flow at the minute. He's causing problems here. And he's actually got a flamer heading towards ViViD's second supply, but that super tech saves the day. It's now Vet 2 super tech as well, which makes it even harder to kill. Fargo's about to transition into a helix. That's a nice Battlemaster. And another nice one as well. ViViD's losing a lot of workers here. Yeah, this could be a start of a comeback, you know, for Fargo. Because he's about to rock up with helixes, and I'm not convinced there's enough anti-air. Only 1 quad. It is a Vet 1 quad, though. This might end up making all the difference. Tech RPG. For ViViD now going to work on this oil on the left. But Fargo's here with that licks. He's going to kill the super tech. Yeah, he's going to get it. He is taking some damage on this helix, though, just to RPGs. Ideally, you want to be getting in and causing more damage than that. ViViD only had 1 quad C, so that helix could have caused some severe damage. But he did get the super tech, though, so still kind of good. ViViD's building a palace. It's on like 70%. Fargo's upgraded to a second helix. He's trying to grab himself the refinery here in the middle as well with the red guards. ViViD, I think, will just be pumping out the quads. Yeah, he's just pumping out quads. I think the occasional stinger, like one on each entrance, eventually should be the goal. It's like one dotted here. At least here on the left, I think, could be good, especially since ViViD's floating like 3k. Fargo's flamer in the middle gets stopped. 2 helixes flying around. I think there might be too many quads out now, though. I think Fargo had a big opportunity with elixirs. Didn't really achieve it. Well, didn't really capitalize on his surprise moment. ViViD's rebuilt his base here, a bit more watertight this time. Okay, Fargo pressing on the right side. There is a battle bus out now. Don't know if it's got any RPGs inside of it. Apparently it does. Only 2 though. Helixes are here, but they're running into a lot of quads. 1 helix very low, but there's escape regardless. Jean Keller's already sniped one of the units, but it was the weak one that's actually been recaptured anyway. So ViViD in a little bit of danger here. Fargo needs as many kills as possible so he can get himself to level 3. Jarman snipes the Overlord. And yeah, maybe... I don't know if Fargo can come back from that now, because you've given ViViD an Overlord. He gains a speaker tower that can heal all of this stuff. He's got a battle bus, got a Jarman. I think it all comes back to that helix in the beginning that they engaged that super tech. I think that should have got in and caused more damage, honestly, when ViViD only had 1 quad. But I suppose Fargo probably wasn't to know that. But now the Tox is proper settled into the game. Fargo's losing trucks on this left side. He can't engage that with elixirs. He needs like support powers probably, but he's nowhere near level 3. He still needs like double the amount of kills than he's already got to get himself to level 3. ViViD's only just grabbing himself an oil now, which is very late for ViViD. Fargo pushing into ViViD's base once again. Flamer should get stopped. Yep. Jarman snipes an Overlord. ViViD's going to steal himself another Overlord. Big pop from ViViD again. Balbus gets down to the hole. Fargo's army becoming very weak. Another Overlord falls, and another one. Yeah, I don't know if you can recover from that, honestly. That's the second attack now that has been lost and then given away an Overlord. Big quad pop. But weirdly, Helix is actually surviving, still on 100% speed. Yeah, big pop again from ViViD over on this left side. No AP ammo in play. ViViD is not getting the bounty money from these kills, though. He should be. But he's not. But does it matter anyway? ViViD is losing a lot of quads. Helix has now come in. Now the quads are thinned out. Oh, the Helix is going to be able to clear this. Nope. The bunker Helix goes down. So all the air power is gone. Just to speak it out, Helix is not quite enough to beat a Tox. And another Overlord gets sniped. Yeah, Fargo has basically 1 more firepower unit, which is that, but it's going to get shot as well. Yeah, this is it. Unlucky Fargo. 6-2 is the score. Well played to ViViD. Okay, getting a bit dangerous for Fargo now. He needs to win quite a few games. He needs to win 6 games. Pretty much in a row. He can only afford 1 more loss. ViViD just needs 2 more to win. We have a demo versus laser. Down in the south, we've got the green player with the demo. This is ViViD. And all the way up in the north, we have the blue player with the USA laser, which is Fargo. I think it's winnable both ways, this, to be honest. Demo and laser. So Fargo may or may not be happy with that. I don't know. Don't think his USA GLA is the strongest in the entire game. I think he thought about a dose drop, but then didn't. But I think ViViD's GLA USA is actually very strong. I expect a lot of TNTs. I expect distractions followed by a TNT on the other side. Fargo has gone for a proper box on the right side. Well, I say proper, a bit of a weird place to play, but he's not like just not boxed anything, because the danger is that ViViD could get a double TNT because the buildings are so close together. It's going to be a tech RPG for the first attack. Terrorist attack being prepared for the next one. Fargo's got 2 Vs out. I think ViViD wants to chase that V, but he was at risk of getting laser locked, so he's actually gone over to the left side now. Might find himself a dozer. This dozer is already actually pretty low. Tech RPG does get the dozer. Hits the Chinooks a little bit, but there is a V on the way. Evacs 1MD scares away the technical. Now the TNT will be coming in from this position. Just kind of waiting for the probable right time, I reckon. Maybe he's going to wait until he's gone in with a big attack RPG. There's quite a lot of RPGs inside of here now. Something that ViViD does like to go for. Yeah, big tech RPG blob. And 1V immediately goes down. No technicals dead yet. Ambulance now coming in. Actually paused for a second there. TNT is still idle. All the Vs have been stopped, but pretty much every single RPG and technical has been stopped as well. Here comes the TNT now for ViViD. I'm surprised it wasn't done whilst that engagement was going on. But regardless, he gets the hit. Gets the kill there in 2 MDs, and it's actually a pretty good start, I'd say, for ViViD. Especially the fact that he finished them 2 MDs off by crushing him. And hit that supply there as well. Another tech RPG attack. There is a super tech here as well. Finishes the power of relative ease. Fargo's done a combat drop here, but all he's going to end up doing is, yeah, he's cleared the bunker, but he's going to give free XP. It's like 26 XP per ranger kill, and I think there's probably like 3 rangers in there. Because the tunnels will eventually clear it. The tunnels are distracted though, I suppose. Yeah, but all this XP going in the bank. ViViD, massive tech RPG push over in the top right position. Fargo is hunted. The dozer was forced out because of the power situation. Fargo, I don't think he can win now. This particular game, because he's got no more barracks. Loses another V. He's got 3 Vs alive. One of them is like on 0 HP though. Every ranger on the left side is dead. ViViD's on a 3rd supply there in the center. Just building some demo traps now, but Fargo needs MDs to win this game. He cannot win with just 5 MDs inside of those Vs, I'm afraid. Yeah, one more V falls. And did that have the MDs inside of it? I think it did. Oh no, that one did. But that one's dead as well. Yeah, well played to ViViD. That was pretty flawless, actually. Is there any mistake that ViViD made there in that particular game? I don't think so. 7-2 for ViViD. Okay then, boys, this could actually be the last game. I actually don't know because I've been downloading these replays just one by one, but it could well be, and I have a feeling it could be the last game because ViViD's play so far have been rock solid. There's no reason why I think Laser can't win against Demo. Should be able to win, but that play from ViViD in that previous game was just flawless, wasn't it? Up in the top, we have the green USA Laser for ViViD. All the way down in the south, we have the blue Chile Demolition. Now fighting for this extra $200 or so for third place. Otherwise, you'll go home with a $322 is Fargo. See, as I said before, both players are guaranteed at least $322. But whoever wins will gain them. Wins the third place will basically gain themselves. They win like $507 or something like that. So it's like basically an extra $190 by winning this set. Think of it as like a $190 challenge, if you like. No, that doesn't sound right, does it? Yeah, I suppose it does actually. Both players get 322 regardless, but you're fighting here for an extra 190-ish. Yeah, it does make sense actually. Okay, ViViD is spreading his stuff around. Like, back in the day, like 15 years ago, whenever it was, like that box that you normally see on the supply nowadays, that didn't used to be a thing. I think actually Mad Rage invented it. Like the box on the supply. Back in the day, actually, it used to be a triangle box all the time that was the thing. You would do a supply like that, then you'd do a war factory, and then you'd do a barracks like that. TNT comes through for Fargo, does hit the war factory. Where's the terrorist? There it is. Yeah, if that hadn't hit, that would have been so bad for Fargo. Loses his technical. But yeah, getting the war factory, that's good because it's keeping the V count down. Speaking of Vs, though, there is a V in the base harassing the workers. It's got a Hellfire on it as well, so it's annoying. It forces you to make a quad, basically. Yeah, this is designed just to keep Fargo as busy as possible. Allows you to build up your V numbers. So in ViViD's case, it's rebuilt his war factory. Hellfire finally dies, costs $500. But just look at the micro time and thinking required here from Fargo. He can't just ignore it because he'll lose all of his workers. Looks like ViViD's V might finally die, and the Chinook is moving low as well. So kind of an even trade-off there. I think I probably prefer ViViD's position though. He's getting those V numbers up. We know what deadly Vs are. Whoa, went a little bit too close to the terrorist there. Lost the V. Okay, Tech RPG in the base now of ViViD. Going to require a little bit of time to deal with that. Fargo's building himself a third supply. ViViD unloads a load of guys, but it's mainly Rangers actually. But actually, speaking of Rangers, probably could be good against them RPGs, but the Ambo and the Vs deal with it anyway. There's another TNT from Fargo and another supply kill. Actually, is that the... Yeah, it's another supply kill. Yeah, it is. He's killed 2 supplies so far and 1 war factory. It's controlling the game nicely, I think. ViViD fails with the combat drop. His combat drop next to it instead of actually on the bunker. It's falling apart a bit for ViViD here. Another TNT for Fargo comes in. Tries to get the dozer as well, but doesn't succeed. Yeah, that was actually ViViD's third supply until that one and that one got killed. Fargo controlling the game nicely. I think he plays well on this map. He's got a fourth supply. ViViD's aware of this demo trap on the left. Yeah, ViViD might lose this dozer on the left. But ViViD is not messing around with those technicals on the left. Actually, maybe he just wants to go out and cause some damage now. Maybe realizing Fargo's getting too far ahead. 3 Vs and ambulance is probably the minimum that you can push out with and actually do some severe damage. Fargo now wants to probably panic a little tiny bit. Does he have enough technicals to deal with that? Probably not, actually, just looking at that. Am I about to pick off 1 V? Yeah. I think Fargo should have pounced on that V then, because it was pretty low. But is he just interested in the base trade? Looks like he is. A TNT on the power probably wouldn't have been a bad idea, because it would have got rid of that laser tank out of the situation. But the TNT is on the power as well. Nice from Fargo. Very nice. Yeah, I actually like that from Fargo, rather than engaging those Vs. Going for some guaranteed kills in the main base. You know the Vs have moved out. You know he's weak in the main base. But Fargo with some desperation moves, trying to drop down as many demo traps as he can, but ViViD spots them all and is now pushing across the map. Remember, Fargo's fighting not for his tournament survival, but survival in this set now. He's obviously already out of the tournament, lost a big size. ViViD on the run back to his main base. But he's just never got fully up and running in his main base here, has he? He's just always been TNT'd. Ever since the beginning, since that war factory got hit, he's not been able to get enough units out to defend the rest. Tech RPG from Fargo comes in again, picks off a laser tank. And ViViD is not planning to quit anytime soon. It doesn't look like he's still in this for the long run. He's collecting on 95 Chinooks up in the top left. But he's collecting on 2 or 3 here. Not sure what that one's doing. Oh, there's a dozer in there by the looks of it. Fargo's going for the other dozer. He gets it, but there's actually still one inside of there, I'm pretty sure. Okay, ViViD still with a scary amount of Vs out. But is Fargo once again going to choose not to engage that and actually go for the base raid? I think one of the civilians died in the collateral damage here. ViViD running over civilians. Pretty sure that's a war crime. ViViD moves in for the defense. He's picking off a lot of technicals, but he is taking some damage in the process. V came straight out of the war factory, straight to his death. One of the Vs is going awfully low, but ultimately ViViD is still holding. Demo bikes coming in now, but the micro from ViViD so far is on point. But this could be ViViD hunted. I don't think Fargo has... Oh. I was going to say, I don't think ViViD's seen it, actually. But ViViD picks up his Chinook. Oh, he's going to run into a demo trap. No, he stops just in time and detects it. Yeah, and annoyingly, Fargo's CC is going to get stopped when he actually needs that Rebel ambush to finish the game. Like, imagine now, Rebel ambush on top of that. That is instant GG. Fargo's dried up on his main. He's still collecting on 2 solid supplies over on the right, but that's going to dry up soon as well. It's actually quite a nice game, to be fair. ViViD does get his CC up. One more V in the main base goes down. Tech RPG on the right is picking off Chinooks. ViViD's ahead in XP. Fargo coming in with a demo bike, gets laser locked though. There's Jean Michel out as well. Triple A10 wipes out the supply. I think ViViD's doing it, you know. Fargo's made 3 toxin tractors for some reason. What the hell? I feel like... How has he got 3 toxin tractors? Why would he have made 3 toxin tractors? It feels almost like, you know, in like, thinking RA2. And I think there is a crate in Zero. You know, one of them little tiny crates that you step on, it like gifts you something. It's like in RA2, you get really lucky, you get an MCV or you get a tank or something like that. In Zero, there's a little crate where you can step on and it gives you like 2 Crusaders. It's like Fargo's found one of those crates and won 3 toxin tractors. But why would he make 3 toxin tractors at this stage of the game? It's kind of weird. This is a really scrappy game. But ViViD is still here. But Fargo has a demo rebel ambush. Yeah, he does. There we go. No replay for that one needed. I think Fargo's done it with the toxin tractor. Ironically, is it going to kill anything? Gets a V. There you go. Toxin tractor saved the day from a crate that he randomly stepped on that never existed. Yeah, GG. Well played there. Nice little scrappy game. Score goes 7-3. Okay, jumping into the next game. Fargo's still fighting for his survival. He can't afford any more losses here. And we have a stealth versus tank. Winnable both ways. Epic. Stealth versus tank has to make an appearance. Up in the north, we have the green player with the GLA stealth. This is ViViD. Down in the south, we have the blue player, which is Fargo, with the China tank. So, I mean, Fargo played against Size pretty much. Not this exact matchup, but he played something similar, didn't he? I think the tank played on the bottom position then. I think Fargo also made helixes in that game, and I think he also messed up the helixes in that game. I think Fargo's just got a control issue with helixes. They just never seem to work that great for him, I don't think. Just always runs to the death. Quite too easy, I think. Okay, ViViD has grabbed himself this little tower thing with an RPG. Give himself some vision. There is a gap inside of ViViD's base. No second supply for ViViD. No second supply for Fargo either. Fargo's grabbed himself 3 oils, so has ViViD though. I think Fargo should have actually fought that because the gap's stronger. Not quite sure what happened there. Either way, the tentacle's dead. One trick goes down. Second supply for ViViD and now being built. Sneaky tunnel over on the left side from ViViD. Second supply for Fargo forced to be sold. Fargo now on the double war factory spout. What's he locked onto? Yeah, he's locked onto that actually. You can just tell when a Gat's like following something. He's got like his nose down. He's clearly locked onto something, but he's going to run to his death if he engages that. Yeah, on the right, he's going to run to his death as well. So Fargo's building up his numbers. Hijacker on the right. Could hijack a truck. It's not going to find the dozer, I don't think, because this outpost and Gat army is on the way. ViViD might want to steal a truck. Oh, whoa. It's close. Almost grabbed himself a dozer. Now, I was going to say he might as well grab a truck rather than just dying. Like, at least take away a truck from the enemy. But, I don't know. Does a truck give away more XP than a hijacker? I don't know. So Fargo's expanded on top right. So Fargo's also flushed out this building. ViViD has not expanded on the left. Yeah, it's annoying when tanks got a Gat in place like that. You can't just send a worker there anymore and expand. It's not quite as simple as that anymore. You can't even send like one quad or one technical. You've got to send something there to properly clear it, like a couple of quads. So I think Fargo wants to get the cancel on this palace before it builds. And he's got a good opportunity, to be honest, because this flame is already going to work on it with the flame wall. But it looks like ViViD's going to get it up and manages to hold. The worker died though. He's going to have to send a new worker to repair it. I think it's worth stealthing that as well. ViViD is losing quads here. Artillery platform in play for Fargo. ViViD does have his refinery and an artillery platform from the top left. ViViD steals a flamer. He's determined with these hijackers to steal something decent. Gets himself a flamer. He's going to get himself a Gat with that kill as well, with that steal. Yeah, and Fargo's clearing the left side now. So I think all things considered, Fargo's in a decent position. Don't know if he's got any battle busters out yet. I don't think he has. Fargo's ahead in XP. He's almost got himself to level 3, which means artillery, mines. And these flame walls so far are doing some good work. Probably could do with black napalm. I feel like you kill the quads a lot easier with black napalm, but it is an expensive upgrade, 2k. And it cuts production. You could probably build about 4 or 5 flamers in the time that the black napalm requires to upgrade. A lot of quads died there, though, actually. 3 quads, I think. Yeah, Palace comes into play again, helping out with these flamers. But it looks like ViViD might actually lose a war factory here. Jean and Keller's run into a flame wall. ViViD is holding, and he's got himself a nice line of defense going across the map. He's still got his 3 oils. He's got himself a market. No worker shoes just yet. Everybody knows as soon as you get worker shoes, you just automatically win the game. So it's probably just seconds away from being a guaranteed win. But yeah, I feel like every time I've watched Fargo's China against GLA on this map, he's actually performed pretty well, and it's actually shaping up to be that way once again as well. It just looks like he's secured himself the right side. Looks like he's probably going to secure himself the left as well. There is one tunnel here for ViViD though. Artillery coming in for Fargo. It's going to be on the only market. No, it's not. It's actually going to be on the oil of ViViD, one of the safest oils. Fargo trying to press again with these flame walls. ViViD has run into a bit of a flame wall here of Fargo, but he's so far not lost any quads in this engagement, I don't think. Fargo's army is fading out. Fargo now just running loads of units to their death. All these gats is going to die for free. Both players like kind of even in terms of XP. Fargo getting himself the repair bay. I think he could have done that earlier, honestly, because that would have helped with these attacks a lot. But he's keeping ViViD pinned in one location at least. As I say that, ViViD's now pressing on the left side. ViViD does have AP ammo and junk repair, but no worker shoes. Yeah, ViViD wants this. He's got a stealth rebel there, but I don't think he's going to get it. Fargo continues again with another bombardment of flame walls. Still got he's got a Lotus here. This detects anything like a hijacker, but there's another stream of flamers on the left. So I think ViViD might be able to hold against that. He thinks not. He's actually vacating the area, running back inside of his tunnel. Maybe Fargo's back against the wall, realizing he's going to lose a set. Maybe has kicked himself into overdrive. Or maybe this is his map pick. He likes this map, I think. He's very familiar with stealth versus tank as well, I think. ViViD is losing the whole top left position. And he's just going to be sandwiched in just on this top right position. Black napalm now in play. There's been no TNTs or anything around the back. There's no MiGs in the air, so TNTs around the back on the oils and stuff maybe could have worked. But I feel like Fargo's just kept the pressure on this whole area. Like so much that ViVid's just forced to make loads of AP ammo quads. Massive engagement now of flamers. And quads. A lot of quads died, a lot of flamers died though. It's like a one-for-one trade for the most part. Very few quads survive, but also very few flamers left on the battlefield. But Fargo's economy is leagues and leagues ahead of ViViD, so the next wave is going to be coming soon. And I don't know how much longer ViViD can withstand this. Fargo's even brought a troop crawler to the party, but I don't think that's going to achieve that much. Dies pretty much instantly with achieving 0. More quads fall, but again, the next wave of Fargo has also fallen. ViViD just kind of wants to hold to get the sneak attack and anthrax bomb, I feel. I think an anthrax bomb now there would be legendary. And I think a sneak attack right in the back of Fargo's base, I'm not convinced there's a hell of a lot he could do about it. So Fargo needs to end the game soon. This whole left side is just completely wiped out. Fargo now moving in with loads of flamers. This palace is finally probably going to go down. Yeah, Palace gets wiped out. Just the whole of ViViD's base is on fire. All the quads dying. The Palace is dead. The tunnels are falling. Flamers are making their way forward. Can ViViD hold this? If there's a GLA for the job, it's probably ViViD. But is this just too much fire? Fargo bringing the heat. CC's at risk of going down. There's a Vet 2 Flamer on the case. There's a Gat defending it. Yeah, I think ViViD's dead here. Yeah, he's dead. ViViD has been defeated. Well played there to Fargo. Back against the wall. But he showed true strength when he needed it. Yeah, 7-4 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next game. And again, it could be the last game. Very well could be. Down in the south, we have the China tank with the green color. This is ViViD. Up in the north, we have the mighty Fargo with the blue GLA stealth. So ViViD opening with the double barracks, indicating that he's going to go for the big oil boom. Going to be like one red guard, one red guard, one red guard, and then another one probably on one of these. Maybe he'll go to the middle to try and capture one of these buildings. Let's see. Okay, how many red guard is he making actually? Looks like he's made 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So he's going to use that flamer to try and clear some space in the middle and then capture an oil. We've got Fargo going for 1, 2, 3 oils. ViViD is much faster on the oil cap. Despite Fargo also going for double barracks. But remember, the red guard's building 2, so that's probably one of the pros of the China tank. Or any China. Apart from him. So ViViD's flamer. It's doing kind of okay. Is that a tech RPG? Yeah, tech RPG has actually occupied that and killed 1 unit. But ViViD ultimately clears it out. Fargo more prominently fighting for this position as the stealth here. Or he didn't see that for ViViD. He was more defensive back here, I think. ViViD is stopping the workers though. But Fargo grabs himself some scrap there from that kill. Artillery platform is so annoying here. You really want to stop that and actually get it for yourself. Because if you get that, it's really the key to winning the whole battle on the right. Now he's lost the technical. It was like a Vet 2 or something as well. Yeah, these artillery platforms are really good for holding positions. Fargo losing ground here. Looking like a strong start for the tank, to be honest. It's a bit dangerous there for Fargo. Maybe Fargo needed to come in with more conviction and a true plan here. Because, yeah, once the tank builds up, we saw in a previous game, ViViD didn't have an answer for it. Is Fargo going to have an answer for this? Just this little task force here. It looks like Fargo's going to lose a chunk of his base. He's only got RPGs to answer for it. That flamer needs to go more around the back, let's be real. Needs to be going around the back of the oil there to get more damage then. Okay, it gets stopped, but that was a really decent flamer. You've killed a fake arms dealer and an oil. Very nice. Yeah, middle oil's dead to a flamer. Fargo's going to lose a quad there at the top right. Tunnel in the middle taking immense damage. This flamer. It's a very low HP flamer. But that tunnel is almost dead. Yeah, it actually dies. So if ViViD can get a follow-up unit there before it rebuilds, it can be shut down. Wow, Fargo actually gets that back. The artillery platform, but it's going to get immediately flamed down. It's in a lot of fire, this random reverse of stealth versus tank. But I think Fargo might be under too much pressure now. It's like he doesn't have the palace there, which was like kind of the key holding point or the key strong point of ViViD's base on the right. He's got his palace on the left, which, yeah, it's going to hold if there's an attack on the left, but you're at risk of losing your whole main base if you can't hold it. So, yeah, once again, the tank is dominating the map, which you wouldn't expect, actually. On such a giant map, normally you get stealth tunnels everywhere. Like, even just that one flamer, you can't just not react to it. You have to react. Otherwise, it's going to kill that and that. Or maybe even your whole base if you're not paying attention. It can come in from like this angle. It could kill all kinds of stuff. So you have to do something about it. But Fargo's also under pressure on every other point on the map as well. You can't just let the tank take that, for example, or these supplies. You want to fight for everything. So yeah, it looks like tank might be closing out the set here. Closing out the series. Penultimate game before the grand finals on Friday. Okay, a bit of a counter-attack here from Fargo, but that's the key for ViViD to actually start pushing into the base. And I don't know if Fargo's got an answer for that. That's quite a chunky army. Is that the last dozer of ViViD? Nope. But Fargo's losing quads in the process here. Evacs his battle bus. Fargo might just die here and now, you know. He's got so many flamers to deal with in his main base. It's a bit questionable, isn't it, if he's going to be able to deal with that. That flamer that I talked about did come in, did kill the first order I suggested. And now his war factory's getting camped. He has got another war factory with a tree on it. Tree on the battle bus, even. But Fargo's base has been sold. I think that's it. Fargo is going to come 4th place in the World Series. ViViD is going to come 3rd. Fargo will have to do the hold of a lifetime if he's able to win this game. He's got a palace. He's got a couple of tunnels on the market. Has he got worker shoes? Nope. No, he doesn't get worker shoes. He's definitely going to lose the game if he's not got worker shoes. Fargo has been defeated. See, if you just got worker shoes, you probably would have won. Now, in all seriousness, solid play there from the tank. Both times, actually. But yeah, let me know, would you prefer to play the tank in that matchup, or would you prefer to play stealth? Based on what we saw, you'd probably prefer to play the tank. I think it's so much easier to build a load of war factories and spam loads of gats and flamers. Then you've got to think about where you're placing the tunnels. You've got to pick your engagements more carefully because your units are weaker and stuff like that. But all in all, that was an epic 3rd place playoff. Congrats to ViViD getting 3rd place, like $507. Fargo for $322. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And otherwise, let me know, will you be there to watch the 16th of December final? Excal against Size should be super, super epic, because the winner of that will win over $2,000. And the loser will go away with just $1,000. Can you imagine? Just $1,000. How pathetic. Anyway, GG, well played, and I'll see you in the next one.